If you cannot explain consistency models, cut pipeline lead time, or defend your AI training data, you will lose the job to someone who can. Today, I am giving you 7 books that fix those gaps for me. No fluff and no BS. One takeaway, one field exercise, one interview line you can use tomorrow. In the next 8 minutes, you will leave with a reading plan plus a practice drill for each book. Do 2 drills this week, and you will walk into interviews sounding like a senior engineer. You will have a new tool to impress your next interviewer. I've been in data for 25 years, mostly enterprise. I have broken things, fixed them, and learned what actually moves the needle. These picks are ruthlessly practical. Book 1, Designing Data-Intensive Applications from Martin Kleppman. You are asked why a pipeline dropped messages and whether to use at least once or exactly once. That silence is probably your answer right now. You are building a highway before you even understand the traffic. This book explains how data moves, fails, and recovers. Durability, ordering, replication, trade-offs, real system thinking. Always state the consistency, availability, and latency trade-off for your design in one sentence. Diagram one job you own. Mark where back pressure can occur, where you buffer, and where you need to retry. Here's where I dedupe and why exactly once would cost more than it saves. Book number 2, Fundamentals of Data Engineering from Joe Rice. Joe Rice has a wonderful Discord. If you're not part of it, be sure you check it out. I'll put the link down in the comments. But he also wrote this amazing book that people rave about. Stakeholders, they want a dashboard by Friday, but you have no SLOs, no lineage, and no contracts. You are renovating a house with no blueprint. You get the end-to-end view, ingestion, storage, processing, serving, and observability. Treat datasets as products. Define SLOs for freshness and completeness. Write a 1-page data product spec for a table that you own, owner, consumers, SLOs, checks, and change policy. Our table had a 2-hour freshness SLO, 99% completeness, and we paged it on drift in the surrogate key. Book number 3, this one is a classic. The Data Warehouse Toolkit by Kimball and Ross. Be sure that you pick up the Data Warehouse Toolkit. Your report double counts revenue. You built a maze and called it a model. Dimensional modeling clarifies grain, conformed dimensions, and slowly changing dimensions. Model to the business process and declare the grain first. Take one messy report request and design a conformed dimension plus 2 facts. Note the grain and the surrogate keys. Customer is type 2 with start and end dates. We avoided double counts by separating order facts and shipment fact and joining at the right grain. Book number 4, SQL Performance Explained. Your query runs in 9 seconds and ruins a team demo. You are towing a boat with a scooter. Plans, cardinality, indexes, predicates, and why functions on join keys kill indexes. If you haven't checked out the video about that, be sure you check that one out now. But here's the one takeaway from this book. Read the actual plan before you change the code. Grab one slow query. Explain the plan in plain English. Fix one thing that reduces the scanned rows. We brought P95 from 9 seconds to 800 milliseconds by removing a function from the join key and adding a composite index. Book number 5, The Pragmatic Programmer. If you haven't read this one, you need to go out and check it out. Your one-off pipeline returns every quarter and you dread opening it. A junk drawer that spills every time you touch it. Maintainability and craft prevent late-night emergencies. Treat every quick fix like it will reoccur. Name well. Remove hard coding and add configuration. Refactor one job to move magic values into config and standardize those names. We cut rework by documenting conventions and building a small config loader. Every follow-up change took minutes, not days. Data governance. Your company wants to use AI on customer data. No one knows the ownership, the sensitivity, or the lineage. You are about to ship risk, not value. Giving the car keys to a teenager at night with no headlights is what you are doing right here. AI magnifies whatever controls you already have. If consent, access, and definitions are fuzzy, models learn from the wrong patterns and leak PII. Ladley here gives owners policies and processes so AI is safe to scale. Governance is not red tape. It is how you're going to make AI repeatable, auditable, and fundable. Create a one-page governance card for your training table. Owner, business definitions, sensitivity tags, allowed and prohibited uses, freshness SLO, quality checks, upstream and downstream, and access by role. Implement tags and grants in your platform. Here's the interview line. We blocked PII from the training set, masked analytics access, and documented approved use. That led us to deploy a model that legal could defend. AI does not fix bad data. It weaponizes it. Governance keeps you out of the news. Book number 7, Storytelling with Data. This one is important for analysts and engineers alike. You built the perfect dashboard, but nobody's using it. It's like building a billboard that's always surrounded by fog. Executives act on clear decisions, not chart jungles. One decision per view. Remove anything that does not support that decision. Here's your field exercise. Pick a dashboard. Name the single decision it will support. Delete 3 elements that never helped to begin with. Here's your interview line. I report impact in dollars and decisions, not rows processed. Here is the before and after. Now, as a bonus, here are 3 Udemy courses that really pair well with these books. Use these for reps while you're reading all these chapters that I just outlined. Number 1, the Complete SQL Bootcamp. Go from zero to hero with Jose Portela. This one, pair it with book 4. Udemy course number 2, Spark and Python for Big Data. Again, Jose Portela. Pair this one with book number 1. Number 3, the complete hands-on introduction to Apache Airflow 3. So this one pairs well with books 2 and 5. Just like pairing a great wine with a great steak, we are pairing some great Udemy courses with some great books. So for each chapter you read, do 2 labs that map to that topic. I gave you some of those keys as we talked through those books as to some exercises that you could do. And I gave you some interview lines with each book that are going to win you some job offers. So reading plus reps beats passive reading every day of the week. So be sure that you are practicing the skills that you're learning while you're reading. A great way to do that is to go out to the Databricks free edition that's been recently reminted as of like August 1st. It has some great loaded data sets already in it for you to practice with and is really open. If you haven't checked it out since August 1st, go and check it out again. Here is your roadmap. Weeks 1 and 2, I want you to work on DDIA. Week 3, work on SQL performance plus 3 labs. Week 4, read that fundamentals of data engineering. Week number 5, Kimball modeling. If you don't have this solid foundation, you are not going to be a data engineer for long. Week number 6, Pragmatic refactors. Again, incredibly important to learn how to refactor existing code and be pragmatic. Week number 7, governance cards on the tables for your models that you're going to be using. Again, governance is going to play a huge role as we continue to implement AI in enterprise businesses. And finally, week 8, storytelling. 1 decision per view. If you have a visual out there that is loaded with a bunch of crap and you can't tell what's going on, neither can your leadership. Drop your book number 8 in the comments. Let me know what I missed. Let me know something that has really driven your career forward. And in the meantime, if you are ready to tackle data engineering and Databricks, check out this video right now.